Edmonton is home to this country's best resource for children who suffer abuse. Other jurisdictions are envious of our Zebra Child Protection Centre. It's a place where police, special investigators, lawyers and advocates work hand in hand, all in the same office.
And tonight, in part 2 of our special series called Protecting Edmonton's Innocence, we get a rare look inside that centre, looking at how critical the initial contact and interview of a child can be toward getting a conviction. Erin Isfeld is joining us again live in the studio tonight. Erin?
Daryl, the Zebra Center serves about 1,000 children a year suffering abuse right here in our community. Now, in order to protect these young victims, we can't disclose their interviews. But tonight, through a dramatization, we can show you what a child would experience.
So I'll show you outside my window so you can see how high up we are, okay?
That's really high.
Yeah. Are you scared of being up high?
No.
No, me either.
Strangers just a few seconds ago, but a bond is building.
What else do you see on my bulletin board here?
Minnie Mouse.
Yes. Guess where I saw her?
Where?
In Disneyland. It's the happiest place on earth. It's a true story.
If Disney is number one, then this office is a close second. Stuffed animals surface in every room. Kid-friendly murals and paintings cover the walls.
What's this?
An owl.
Each room specially designed for the pint-sized, offering comfort to the children who visit here. Most arrive feeling anxious, confused, and often guilt-ridden.
Everybody drops everything and you do what you need to do. Do you want to sit in that chair? You really need to form an alliance with them so that they can share their story. Whoever is the smartest person gets to sit in that chair. I ask questions that are very intimate, questions that no other people will ask, and for good reason, because they don't want to know the answer. I videotape these interviews. Do you know what that means? Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
All right. Good job.
This young child in our story is not a victim. She is seen here only to demonstrate what a child would experience here at the Zebra Child Protection Centre. It's the first centre of its kind in Canada to bring together police, children's services, Crown prosecutors, medical professionals and advocates all under one roof. The symbolic black and white stripes of the zebra are present throughout, and so is their nurturing nature.
When the zebras are threatened, the adults come and they encircle. And that's what our community does with our little guys, is they come and they encircle.
It happened, I think, maybe even when she was as young as 18 months.
Her daughter found the courage to finally speak up about the abuse suffered at the hands of her grandfather when she was 14 years old. She worried no one would believe her, but found inspiration here.
They realized that somebody's listening to them, somebody's taking them seriously. Couldn't have done it without them.
This is probably the most valuable work that I can think of doing.
Hearing the horrors of what children endure at the hands of adults is never easy.
Tell me about those.
Detective Francine McVeigh is a 6-year veteran of the Zebra model. Her job is to uncover the truth and insists emotion can't creep in.
You have to fight against that every day. If you want to have an interview that's going to stand up in court, you have to be non-leading, non-suggestive, and it takes a lot of work.
If you don't have a good investigation and you don't have a good child forensic interview, you don't have a case.
The numbers speak for themselves. When Zebra first opened its doors, conviction rates sat at 20%. Now, 7 years later, 89% of suspects either plead guilty or go to jail for their actions.
The case law from here will affect all of Canada. So when you get increased sentences, that affects across Canada, and we see our cases come up again and again in sentencing.
We had about 14 court dates, and he pleaded guilty. We didn't have to go through trial. And I feel bad for those that are in smaller communities that don't have the kind of support.
This is an investment that is producing.
Where better to place our energy than in the future of tomorrow?
I have a special room that I save only after kids talk to us about stuff that happened.
In some cases, their innocence has already been stolen.
Look at this room.
But this team moves in to restore and rebuild it,
You can have anything you want.
ensuring they can focus on just being a kid again.
And what's this color?
Pink, my fave.
I knew it.
Now, stats show only 1 in 10 incidents of child abuse is ever reported in our country. 95% of victims know their perpetrator.
Erin, you talked about conviction rates in your report tonight, but going through the court system cannot be easy on these children.
It definitely isn't, Carrie, but it is getting a little bit more comfortable. Now, tomorrow we are going to take you into a new child-friendly courtroom down at the law courts, and it is a project that is made possible by the citizens of Edmonton and their support for that Zebra Center.
We look forward to the latest installment in that series tomorrow. Thanks, Erin.
Thank you.
And again, of course, we welcome your comments on this topic. You can leave them through our website, ctvedmonton.ca.